So we're back with another video, this time with the match preview of our first home game of 2023 against Swansea City. So following on from our FA Cup win last week, like I say, we now got our first home game, trying to get 3 home wins on the spin against a very decent Swansea City side. I think, I was saying earlier in the season when they beat us 2-1, yes, granted we didn't have a striker, but they were probably one of the better teams that we've seen so far this season, managed by Russell Martin. Now, Tony Mowbray did say in his press conference yesterday that they are number 1 for possession stats in the whole of the league, which is is some going. However, for all that possession, they're not a great goal scoring side. I think they are number 2 in stats for shots, but actually conversion wise, they're not great. I think the top goal scorer this season's a lad called Joel Pirou, who's got 8 goals. But they're still going to be a very, very dangerous team. They are 15th in the league. I think they also are 15th in the away league as well, for away performances. They've won 3, drew 6, I think they lost 4 away games this season. However, even though they sit 15th in the league, they're only 3 points behind us in 7th. So you can see how close the league table is. If they beat us tomorrow, they're going to level on points to us, and they're sitting, 15th. So it's so congested. So that's why it's so important to try and keep this run going tomorrow. But I'm guessing tomorrow's going to be a game where it's just whoever keeps the ball better. It's up to us being the home team to try and get after them and stop them dominating position. Like I said, they are struggling for form. They've only won 1 of the last 11 games in all competitions. The last away win, I think, was on the 5th of October last year. That was a 2-1 win at Watford, but since then they've struggled. So it isn't going to be an easy game, but I think if we're on our game, we seem to have a little bit of momentum going. I won the last 2 games at home. We're on a bit of a run. The FA Cup win last week. We've got players coming back from injuries, and we've still got quite a few players out. But we've obviously got Ross back as well, which has made a massive difference. He scored 5 and 5 since he came back from injury. So if we can keep that run going, I'm guessing he'll be back in the team tomorrow as well. Like I say, we know Swansea beat us 2-1 earlier in the season, but I think Tony Mowbray touched on that as well. We didn't have a centre forward at the time. We were in that period where we were playing with that false 9, where Ross and Ellis were both out, and we struggled to get the grips with the formation a bit. They kind of what dominated us in the all game. But our overall record against them isn't good. I think since 1980 we've only won 2 out of 18 games against them. So overall, against Swansea City, it's not a good record. However, I still think we can put that right tomorrow. So team selection wise, on the screen now you can see this is the team where I think we'll play tomorrow. I think there'll be a couple of changes from the FA Cup match at Shrewsbury. We haven't got that many options available at the minute. So I think there'll be Patterson in goal. I think we'll stick with the back 4. I think you'll see Trey Hume, Dan Ballard, Bailey Wright and Luke O'Nien. I think Mitchell will probably keep his place, but I think if Corey Evans is fit, Corey Evans might come in place of Dan Neil. And then I think you'll have Diallo, Barr, and I think Jack Clark will probably come in for Patrick Roberts, and then Roscoe up front. For all I like Roberts, I just think he's so frustrating, he's so ball greedy at times. I think I touched on my review video last week after the Shrewsbury game. It was so frustrating to watch. He does that much good work, and then either wants to beat the man again or will fail to get a shot off. It's frustrating. So he needs to work on that if he's going to be a regular. So that's the team I think will be. Subs wise, we'll have Bass and Lyndon Gooch is fit again, so he's available for selection. But if I'm honest, I think Trey Hume deserves to keep his place in the team. He's done nothing wrong, and for me, from what I've seen of him, so far, he's a better full-back than Trey Hume, which is his proper position. He's a better full-back than Lyndon Gooch. He's a better player. He's good going forward. His crossing looks a lot better, and his defending's better as well. So for me, he keeps his place in the team. We'll probably say young Chris Rigg again. It'd be nice to see him. If we're doing well in the games and we're winning, why not bring him on for the last 15-20 minutes? Give him another run out, see what he's like against championship opposition. It's the only way he's going to improve by keep on playing him. Roberts will be on the bench. Dan Neil, Jewison Bennett probably, and then will I say the young lad, I think that was Taylor who was on the bench against Shrewsbury. So we've got limited options, but that's where I think we'll be. I could be completely wrong, however, that's just the team I think we'll go with tomorrow. I don't think we've got the options to go back to a back five. Agilisi is not fit, Pritchard's still not fit. Danny Batt did train on Wednesday, but I'm not sure if he's going to be available for selection. He might be on the bench. And Niall Huggins has just had 1 or 2 training sessions. He's back on the grass, so he's not available for selection either. So limited options. But let's hope we can get, keep the run going. Let's hope we can get that win. Score prediction wise, I'm going to go for a 3-1 win. I just think, like I've said, the momentum we've got, the way we're playing, we seem to be getting a decent home run going. Won the last 2 games, so why not let it continue? They're struggling away from home. An interesting stat, I think we're both joint second bottom or joint bottom of the Fair Play League this season. So is it going to be a dirty game? I'm not expecting one, but like I said on SAFC Fan TV last night, you can't really tell. It'll depend on how the referee refs the game. The ref tomorrow is Keith Stroud, ex-Premier League referee. Now I've heard he was demoted from the Premier League, and his first game against us he didn't give us anything, so we'll just have to wait and see how tomorrow pans out. But if we just concentrate on playing our game, and try and if we, like I said at the start of the video, if we get our possession football going and we keep the ball better than them, I don't see any issues why we can't win. So a 3-1 win for me tomorrow. Keep the run going, hopefully push towards them playoff places. A little bit of trivia, just a little bit of fun. The 6 players who have played for both us and Swansea. So as a little bit of fun, stick them in the comments below, see if you can name all 6. There's a couple of fairly obvious ones and some you might not be familiar with, but just have a go and stick them in the comments. But that's the review. Watch out for the that's the preview. Watch out for the match review after the game tomorrow. Might be tomorrow night or might be Sunday morning, depending on what time we get back from the match tomorrow. But thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Any Swansea fans who are travelling up tomorrow, have a safe trip from Wales and a safe trip back. Enjoy the game. It's always nice to see the away fans up at the stadium. Enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. As always, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-da.